Some would call it swag, some call it team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Texas A&M set to kick off with Chris in this game. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll go to the ground. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Puts it out of the air. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. And the Ducks are in the hurry-up.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
They've got it first and 10 at the 50.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
And a sweet catch and a nice gain gets it down to the 30-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air on first down. That's caught. It's Jeffrey. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
And you don't see that often where you're running a screen and you're featuring the running back and setting it up, but you go elsewhere. It's a nice job by the offense, nice job by the quarterback in particular, seeing the defense, saying, I can make a play somewhere else, and he goes and does it.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Caught near the sticks. It's Kitchings. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Now from inside the red zone. Makes the grab on the left. Takes it all the way down to the floor after making the grab, and they're set up. The Ducks have it in scoring position on first and goal. He wants to throw it. Here's a hit. Takes a hit as he fires.
Well, no secret, this guy was a big part of their key to success. Already 2 catches on the opening drive, and they go back to him again. This time the defense is in better position, and they force the incompletion.
Might be changing the route. Gets the back moving. Wants to throw it. Takes the easy one to the back. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
Short completion, setting up third down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
They keep nudging it closer, but now it's third and goal from the 1. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game. Touchdown, Oregon! Quick strike through the air for the score.
After that touchdown, you can barely hear yourself think. Autzen Stadium, one of the most special places in all of college football, and easily one of the loudest stadiums, is now going off. We've all called games here before. We love coming to Eugene. This place is magic, and it's because of these fans.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Wants to throw. It's Washington. Unloads to the wideout. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Guys, let's take a minute here and talk about Texas A&M. If they seeded the playoff today, these guys are in, but we know they're not content with that. They want so much more, David.
But they do, and this squad has been building and trying to get to the point where they can get to the playoff and be a national champion. And right now they're in the mix, which is really, really good halfway through the season. A lot of work still to be done, Palmer.
Yeah, this coaching staff really at this point is just trying to keep this team focused as a top 10 team halfway through the year. It's about attention to detail, and that's got to show up in this one today.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. Fights off a defender. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. And the Aggies racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and this you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and hand him the ball.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He's got him. He's out of bounds at the 38-yard line. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Shakes off the defender.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offensive success.
Trying to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Under fire. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
And screens are all about timing, right? You want to invite the defensive line to fly up the field, and then you want to throw it right over their head. And you could tell just a little bit off. The defense got in there so quick, got the quarterback hit before he could really get his bearings and throw the screen.
Good timing on the quick out. Oh, he's got some space. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 22.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to throw. It's Washington. Lets it fly deep downfield. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
The great thing about spreading a defense out, I can see where the blitz is coming from. I can see where they're weak. I can see my matchups. Nice job by the offense, spreading them out, taking advantage of their matchup, and getting in for the score.
Setting up for the extra point and the top. And the extra point is good. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The run from the shotgun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Pressure's there and he lets it go. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
Oftentimes defenses see empty sets, and that's when they want to dial up pressure, knowing there's no extra bodies back there to protect the quarterback. They were able to get to him on that one, and that's why the ball was incomplete.
He snagged him, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Showing the arm strength down the left side. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Wants to keep it in the air. A shot toward the end zone. He makes the catch. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal. Wants to adjust the pattern. Into the end zone. Fires and picked off.
And we've called his name a lot, and that's interception number 6. That's 6. He just continues to find ways to find the football and make plays for this defense.
The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. They evened things up the last time they had him. The defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. Look out, he's got room. It's these little moments like that that can help an offense as he gets it up to the 16-yard line. Texas A&M going up tempo.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Leaves it with the running back. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Foundation of Aggie football built on toughness like that, running it like John David Crow back in the day.
And those Texas people are tough and rugged, and you know they wear their great outfits that you love to watch. But these Aggies, I think they're at their best when they got great running backs. And you've seen Spiller and A-Chain in recent history finding those game breakers, those game busters that can make big plays.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Here's the pressure. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on 3rd down here in Austin. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Got his man on the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Offense gets set for 2nd down. They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to go up top. Unloads it left. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
From the gun on third down. Quick completion on the out. They'll get him out of bounds and mark it at the 21. The Ducks getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the right. He's got it. He thought he might turn that into a score, but the defense able to wrestle him down short. They'll stop him at the 3. The snap sets up the throw. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
It's just a tremendous effort on defense, understanding the situation, right? Offense has the ball in a goal-to-go situation. Someone's got to win and go get the quarterback, and the defense came up big.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
3rd and goal situation, and as a quarterback, you're thinking, I got to find Mr. Dependable. Who is that? It's always the tight end. He does a nice job on the route. He's a really big target. That was a smart decision by the quarterback, and it ends up being a touchdown.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, we've got a final to let you know about, a game happening inside the ACC today. North Carolina went on the road and just dominated, and that's one way to grab attention on a national level. Make a statement in someone else's building and prove you're legit. And did the Tar Heels ever do that? We expected to see a shakeup in the ACC. It's bound to happen in this kind of game. But this type of win is a serious statement.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Washington. Makes the catch, it's Clark. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Wants to throw on first down. He makes the grab. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Caught behind the line. It's Clark. He'll be shoved out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Texas A&M going quickly. Quarterback keeps it. Runs through the tackle. They get him on the ground, but that'll be enough to give Texas A&M a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Great job by that defender. I mean, he timed that snap count perfectly, got into the backfield, and created the negative play.
Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw, it's Washington. Scrambling away. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, if I'm the offensive line, I got to do a better job initially protecting my quarterback. And then once he scrambles out of that pocket, he starts to go to the left, I got to stick with the play because then he gets whacked at the end of the play. And instead of helping my quarterback up, I got to make sure I protect him a lot better moving forward.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Will not get close. Tackled at the 28-yard line. It's 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Makes the grab, plenty for the first down. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. The Aggies will snap it on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Defense loves to show heat and try to confuse the quarterback. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Back to pass. And that one's going to be over everybody's head and incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. They're snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. 3rd down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. He couldn't get close to the marker, got 3 yards, but it'll be 4th and 3. The defense calls the timeout, their 2nd of the day, as they try to get their act together. They're not thinking 3, they want the touchdown, and here they come going for it on 4th and short. Pulls and fires complete. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Quarterback may change this route. Looking downfield on 1st down. Trying to get behind the defense. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
I mean, some people just have a knack for the football, and he's one of those guys, and he just gets the swat right there, but he's in the top 10 in the nation in interceptions for a reason. Just such a great feel for the passing game and where guys are. It's fun to watch him play defense.
Going for the big play. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. And the Ducks will boot it away to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments. They've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offense.
Turning it on. Picks up the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Texas A&M going up tempo.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking downfield, it's Washington. Moves away as he feels pressure. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Offense lining up quickly.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, to get down and don't take a big hit.
They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. A little release to the back. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and game tacked.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
Under fire. He'll heave it deep. It's a big stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Aggies. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Man, there was something going on that play between the quarterback and receiver. They were looking at each other, and it was almost like they were smiling. The receiver's out to his right. He saw something he liked. He knew he had the post throw, and it was on. Shows you the speed, puts on the afterburners, accurate throw, and it's a touchdown.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
2 teams inside the Big 12 squaring off today, and it's now a final. Here's a quick recap. Tennessee opened up a can, and how many times can you say you went into someone else's building and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of college football should take notice. Fun one in the Big 12, man. They generally are, as the teams there continue to jockey for bowl position.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human. Keep getting hits on. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
The Ducks come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Gonna take a shot. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Flushed out of the pocket. Fires downfield. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you've set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hiney.
They'll give it to the back. They get him stopped at the 26, but boy, that was an attitude run. A pickup of 6. He now has 56 yards on the ground, and what a season he's having. It's almost certainly going to be a 1,000-yard campaign. The play-action fake. And that one sails through the back of the end zone.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Man, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing bold, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And now they regain the lead. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
And you hear about it all the time in football.
Breaks into the open. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
And this receiver is so dangerous. There's so many different ways that he can hurt a defense. You got to throw it to him conventionally, but find creative ways to get him the football out in space and let him go to work.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Intercepted to stop the threat. Trying to take it back. He's inside the 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Aggie. The defense does the work itself with a pick 6.
I love this free safety and how he plays center field, and oftentimes he's able to bait QBs into bad decisions. He did it right there. Made the quarterback think he was dropping one way, put his foot in the ground, got in front of that pass, and then showed you the wheels, returning it for a touchdown.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. After a drive like that, David can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
Pressure coming. Takes the easy completion. Turns it on at midfield. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. The Ducks will hustle to the line.
That's why you got to study your playbook. For all out there watching, you're not always going to be able to throw it to the intended target. You've got to know where your check down options are because you're going to get hit at some point. You've got to be able to get rid of it.
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? It's not just a dual threat guy. You go back to Dan Fouts or Bill Musgrave or even Justin Herbert, and passers not in short supply for the Ducks.
And when you think about the Ducks, you always think about the fancy uniforms. I think that's one of the first things that come to mind, but the guys you just named, it's been built on flash, but it's also been built on substance. Great players in their tradition, in their history, and just like now, just in the recent history, Bo Nix, another one of those guys that's put up big numbers.
And the Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a space. Got his man quickly. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. 1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. Looking to throw. Now sliding to his left. And down he goes back at the 3.
I tell you what, when you get inside the 3, I think your tendency is to run the football, run the football, run the football. The offense, try to change it up a little bit, maybe try to throw it. I don't like it, and obviously it didn't work, but at least you got a few more downs here to try to make up for it.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Motion from the back. To the air on 2nd down. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Well, that's one on 3rd down. The quarterback and his target just had to have a little better timing. That ball had to come out a split hair sooner. As a result, though, being late, it gets swatted down, and now we've got 4th.
Quarterback making checks. Snapped it in the shotgun. Going for 6. Touchdown, Oregon! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. Lead in the game, and the confidence is building if only there's enough time to finish.
Time is ticking, but man, you gave yourself a chance now. Now the defense, go out, do your job. We got the moment. If you give me the ball back, I'm going to win. Let's go, defense.
And the extra point pulls them to within 3, 24-21. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Again, I think...
There he goes. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. Texas A&M going quickly.
They've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They go to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That play had zero shot. They got to do a better job up front, creating some running lanes. The running back, before he could go anywhere, getting tackled, nowhere to go.
And the Aggies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air, it's Washington. Thanks to grab. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The House of Loud is deafening on this third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the missed connection on third down.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
Sends his first one of the day on the way. We didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have... Oh, he's got some space. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
And a great job on the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right at the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And that's just a bad mistake. You can't do that in this situation of the game. You're not going to be able to come back and win this late if you're taking big losses like that. So at this point, if no one's open, he's just got to throw that thing away and live to play another day. But instead, he tries to use his athleticism to make people miss, and he's going to keep the play alive. He ends up taking a massive loss. Their percentage chance of winning this game just went way down.
Third and short now from their own 48. From the gun, wants to pass. Got the quick pass. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Using his feet, and they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Second down, he'll throw it. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. If they tried the field goal from here, it would be 53 yards. They'd love to help the kicker out on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Kitchings. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
And this offense does not come up big. Man, you needed that first down. And listen, the communication with this offense and the execution has left a little bit to be desired, and especially in a big moment right here when you had to have a score and you had to have the fourth down conversion.
Smart move to keep it on the ground. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground. He gets north fast.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. And it's slipped out. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. They drag him down pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover.
I love those smashes where you can hear it up here, Reese. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing, big turnover forced by the defense.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. They'll start this drive at their own 48. First play of the drive, wants to throw. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
This really has been a master class by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Complete to the right. And he wisely gets out of bounds. The clock can be the enemy right now. This offense needs to get some points. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Oh, what an exciting finish this is going to be. The offense has it one more time. One last drive, and time is winding down. Makes the grab. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. He wants to change this route. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. He'll get rid of it. Makes the catch. And he'll get out of bounds. It's a first down there, plus territory, and now threatening to get the score.
Where's the defense on that last play? It's a 2-minute situation. You've got the guy making the catch in the middle of the field. You've got to tackle him in bounds and keep this clock moving. Somehow they were able to let him get outside and stop the clock. That just can't happen.
Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Grab behind the line. It's Jeffrey. Moving toward the end zone, and the ball is free. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. And sometimes you just count your blessings, and the blessing for the offense was that the ball went out of bounds.
How devastating would that have been for this offense, Reese, if they had lost possession down here in the red zone like that? That would have been a killer for this offense, for their momentum, for the entire team.
Touchdown, Ducks! They've got the lead here in the fourth.
Now, you talk about finishing games with a purpose, with a plan, executed to perfection, taking almost all of the clock, executing brilliantly down the stretch of this football game, making plays, and taking the lead late in this ball game.
bring this one out. Stopped at the 29, but found a little running room after coming out of the end zone. They'll get this drive started from the 29. Back to pass, it's Washington. Here's a throw downfield late. The ball hits the ground, and this thing is over. An absolutely heartbreaking loss. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football playoff. This win just means more.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, for the college football playoff picture, how big is it to get...